everybody. Hi. Okay, so I am recording right now, but I'm also going live in my elite challenge group. So I'm really excited here because I've decided that I am going to make videos on Saturdays so that they can have all of my food prep ideas and see my food haul so that they can do food prep Sundays. So I'm really excited about that. So we decided to go and do a food haul today. So I want to show you some of the things that I have because I have some new ideas of things that I'm doing for this week in food prep. So some of my staple items, I got some snap peas and like literally I broke into the snap peas, which I'm entitled to an extra green here. So we're okay. So I got some snap peas. I got some yogurt, you guys. So what I'm going to be doing is we have these. We bought on our last food haul. So these are steel cut oats. I keep getting too close to my other camera. Steel cut oats. So we're going to make those. Okay, because when we finish working out, I have on my fridge it all set up, right? We have, when we finish our post-workout snack, like meal that we can have is red, yellow, green spoon. So the steel cut oats are classified as a yellow. So we're going to be able to have a scoop of the yellow. And then also you're able, like, so you'll have yellow. That will make this steel cut oats, and then you can have red, which is a Greek yogurt. So that's what I'm going to do, is have yellow and red. And then as for green, I just, on a separate note, obviously not combining them, but I'm going to have like some either like snap peas or some sliced up cucumbers or something like that. So we're trying to make it because we've been having like a lot of eggs in our diet. We just don't want to get sick of eggs. So we'll probably swap back to like the egg cups and the egg peppers that we had. We'll probably swap back to those again next week. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the steel cut oats here and Greek yogurt, and then just have separately, whatever for your green container, right? And then after that, I forgot to pick up English muffins. I like the whole wheat English muffins as my yellow as well. I guess we have a lot of toast. I could use a piece of toast instead. I just like the English muffins a lot for that. And then, so what I like with the English muffins to do is like use like some turkey bacon. And so you can have like your English muffin, the turkey bacon, and then on top of that, like any kind of a green. So if you have a tomato or some spinach and tomato, and just add also we get a spoon. So pesto counts, you guys, as a spoon. So I love pesto. That tastes really good. You could use something else if you wanted to as well. I think with spoon you can have pesto, mayo, butter, ghee. You can use nut butters and certain oils and stuff like that. But anyway, so I love the fact that pesto counts in one of the teaspoon categories. That works really good for me. So another thing that I'm going to do is, because I work, like a lot of us are shift workers or just really busy people, I'm going to use my little muffin tins, which are in the dishwasher right now. The little red cups that I have. Let me just grab them. No, they're not even pulled into the dishwasher. Like Paul. So like the little egg cups that we have, that we were making like our little eggs in, they're just like the little muffin tin ones. I like to use the silicone ones because they just kind of pop out. So for those, what I'm going to do is line them. Instead of doing it with like a meat, I'm going to line them, because another thing that we can be able to do with this is line them with a lasagna noodle, right? So I'm going to cut it in half and go like both ways and create kind of like a little bed platform. And then I've got some ground turkey, and with the ground turkey, I'm going to add in some different seasoning and spices and cilantro, because I just like love to really like flavor it up. And so I'm going to put that in there, and then you get ricotta. That counts. What color is ricotta again? Ricotta is red. Ricotta is red. The noodle is the yellow. The protein is the ricotta and the turkey, ground turkey. So it's like you're making like a little pasta ball that you can have for your afternoon when you have green, yellow, red teaspoon. And again, with Paul being an extra category, he gets like an extra red in that time frame. So for him, again, I'll just add extra into his. And then for green, I'm just going to use broccoli. I like broccoli and spinach as combinations for me for my greens. I like those work well. I really like broccoli because it doesn't get like mushy. It doesn't lose its crunch. So those are a couple new ideas that I have. For my water, because the really important thing during this entire process that we're doing, you guys, is drinking a lot of water. So new studies, though, that have come out have shown that you don't want to be drinking a lot of water when you're eating, because you actually want like all the gastric juices to be able to break down all of your food components. So you actually don't want to drink a ton of water while you're eating. Just eat your meal, let your body be able to break that down properly. And then they say usually within, I think it was half an hour to an hour through before and after your meal, okay? So the times that you want to be drinking a lot of water is when you wake up in the morning. I like room temperature water. We also have what's that thing called? Soda streamer. We have a soda streamer, so it makes your water carbonated. And then we add in, like 2 or 3 of these. Strawberries are great. These are organic strawberries. In Canada, they're in Costco. I don't know if they're in the States or not, but this Alaska brand, like we get them, they're already pre-sliced. So those are fantastic. And they're organic. And so we just put like 1 or 2 little of those in the water, especially in the summertime. It's really great. So you can get that for carbonated water. We also squeeze a lot of limes, so we get a lot of lemons. I have lemons and limes. And then we go through onions because we like saute onions. You can use it for a lot of flavoring. So we just get these sweet Walla Walla onions we love using those too. This is my favorite gadget that I love to show everybody. I've probably shown it to you guys like so many times. But if you don't have one, it's a must-have, you guys. So it's a lemon lime squeezer. So it's got like the bigger one for the lemon, the smaller one for the lime. Okay, that is so great. And then we get like organic spinach, of course. We like to have a lot of that. I get, and then I just get some of these Superfoods combo mix. I don't think it's organic, which is kind of, I usually go for the organic stuff, right? But I actually like these when you're in a hurry. They're kind of like these little quick mix. It's got kind of like a blend of, it says Superfoods, right? It's got like broccoli, cabbage, brussels. Everything is kind of just like diced up in here, and you kind of mix it together really quickly. So it's nice to mix in even with the spinach, I find. When you're having a salad, it gives it a little bit of variety, right? The other thing I'm obsessed with is pomegranate seeds. So I have 3 pomegranates over here, and then as well at my local grocery store, they actually, it's like our little market, or Kin's Market they call it, and they actually de-seed them already for you and put them in these like little packages. And of course they charge more, but sometimes I just like it when they're ready. Not every time I have time to sit there and like, chop up all, do that every time. So I just like it that they're ready. I got some organic dates. And I'm assuming, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm assuming that the dates are in the same category as the figs, which would be purple container. So there's this like really great salad that we have at one of our local restaurants that's got like some dates and stuff like that in it, dates and corn and stuff like that. So, it's nice to just like switch it up when you know that you want to have a fresh salad, to be able to put some new things in it there. Obviously the ricotta for that dish that I was telling you about earlier with the noodle and the ground beef. You can also make fresh salsa. So I love getting these little organic cherry tomatoes. They're easy to chop up. And your fresh salsa counts as a green container. Whereas if you kind of get like a store-bought one, I think it counts as a purple because they put fruit in it sometimes or something like that. Yeah, store-bought salsa counts as a purple. Whereas if you make fresh salsa, like pico de gallo, if you're making it, which is another thing for the limes, then that counts as a green container. So that's why it makes a difference, for me. What else? And then we got some yogurt here. Obviously, I have sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are yellow, and sweet potatoes are a really good carb for you to be able to have. You'll notice actually when you choose certain carbs, certain carbs are heavier. So if you're in a category where you're feeling, a couple people, like if you're feeling hungry, some people feel like they have a plenty of food. But if you're in the category where you're feeling hungry, it works both ways, I guess. If you're feeling really hungry, you want to go with things that are like steel cut oats. Those are going to be a little bit heavier when you eat them, and they still count as a yellow container. So but you're going to want to eat that because it's going to be just a little bit heavier, so it might just feel like it's lasting a little bit longer for you and kind of like carrying you a little bit further through the day. So, you know, maybe you want to have that one as the steel cut oats as your first meal after you finish your recover with purple. Maybe that's the one that you want to go to because that will sit for you a little bit longer. Then eggs, I find, are really light. So I don't feel like eggs are really overfilling, if that makes sense for you. So it's like, look to what you're having for your yellow containers. It doesn't just need to be a yellow container. You can plan ahead to what it is. And so, you know, trying to be busy and on the go all the time, sometimes it's nice to have something that you know is a good filler, so you don't have to kind of like feel worried that you might get hungry a little bit later. So I always dice up some sweet potatoes and just put them in the oven and bake them for a little bit, and then they're ready to go, because you're always going to need to, you know, you could throw a yellow in with your salad and stuff at the last minute, have your, you know, that, or have that combined with, you know, your fresh salsa or something like that, right? So what else? Of course, our almond milk. I just really love this brand. And yes, I get the vanilla. I don't even get the unsweetened vanilla. I get the vanilla. That's my kind of compromise there. So that's, oh, you know what else is cool? Not food. But I got these laundry balls here, and they're called Nellie's All Natural Lamb Dryer Balls. I don't know why they're called lamb dryer balls, but I've never tested on animals, so of course. And then it turns into a little piggy bank when you're done, which is great for, you know, Cole. I'm sure he's going to not want really a lamb piggy bank. But so these are really great. When the lady was like totally sold me on them in Costco. I actually always wanted to get dryer balls, but she says it actually cuts down the amount of energy that you're using in your dryer. Hey guys, thanks for popping on. I don't know why it's not showing me anybody's comments right now, and I know you guys are on. So these actually like fluff up like all your clothes in the dryer and like give them more time to like breathe as they're tumbling around in the dryer. And so it actually is like more efficient for your dryer, like you don't have to dry your clothes as long. And also it apparently kind of like helps to take out any kind of smell, so you don't have to use the toxic bounce dryer sheets, or, you know, whatever brand, not specific to that brand, but like, you know, they all have chemicals in them, right? So these actually help air them out as they dry around in the dryer, and they are good for 5 years. What else did she sell me on was this soap. Babe, it was a good deal. This soap. This soap, which is the same brand of soap, 500 loads. It comes to 10 cents per scoop, so it'll be like 10 cents a load. Because with all of our like exercise clothing and stuff like that, we end up having quite a bit of laundry, right? The other key for anything that's kind of like, if you find like your clothes smell, first of all, that means that you're not drinking enough water. You need to be drinking your body odor, really, like you really shouldn't have any. And if you feel like you smell a lot, it just means that you're not drinking enough water. You need to be drinking a lot more water. Probably eating like, you know, all of your green containers to make sure that you're moving a lot of the toxins out of your body. Drinking your superfoods, because you want to be like, you know, you don't want to sweat a lot of those toxins out of your pores, because those are big toxins to be sweating out of your pores. You actually want to like be able to have that excrete through bowel movements, right? But anyway, so with this soap, what it says on the soap is that, okay, so liquid laundry detergents are made up from 50% water. So I thought I was doing really good using that Eco, hey babe, do you want to grab that Eco soap that she told us about? So the Eco soap is like 17 cents per load. Just totally going off with this. The lady was like on the ball of what she told me at Costco. So we thought we were doing pretty good getting this Eco soap, you know, earth friendly, all that kind of stuff, right? Thanks. And I just really want to tell you this because I'm kind of excited about the new soap. And this one, so she was saying like that has like 50% water in it. So you're basically, you think that you're getting a lot, but a lot of that is already water diluted in it, whereas this one is just the powder. And they don't believe in having to, you know, sell you that. And also she showed it to me like a lot of the ingredients that make your laundry detergent actually bubble and foam and stuff like that up in the washing machine is the same thing that actually ends up clogging your washing machine. And what I found out that I didn't know just recently was that your washing machine actually has a filter on it, and you have to clean out that filter. And yes, all washing machines have that, so you should look for your filter, because the other thing is, she said that whatever it is in the bubbles, I forget what she called it, that creates some sort of type of surfactant or something that causes like this bubble mixture to happen, actually clogging your washing machine, and will then start to cause it to really smell. So if you start to wonder like, oh my gosh, like why are my clothes starting to smell? It's actually, a lot of it is related to your laundry detergent. So with this one, she said that you can actually just take the scoop, don't even put it into like that loading tray, just sprinkle it over top of the laundry in the front loader. You do have to have the front loader, what did she call the washing machine, babe?
I don't know, like high energy.
Yeah, high energy, or, you know, it's got to have this little HE logo on the front, like high efficiency, I bet. High efficiency laundry machine or whatever, front loader. And then you could just sprinkle it on there. And she said it's actually going to help to clean out your machine as well and not let it get clogged. So, and it's really fantastic for the environment as well. So, that's a wrap, you guys. That's what happened this Sunday, and I'm going to get to food prepping. So, we will talk to you guys later. Send me messages. ShannonWindsor.com is my website, and ShannonWindsorFitness@gmail.com if you want to send me a message if you have any questions. Talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye. All right, so what is going on? Okay, so I have got my ground turkey going here, and I've just got some cilantro and some really basic spices in there because I want to keep it really clean and fresh tasting, because that's how I kind of want this to be. And then I have here going for our oats, so you just boil your water first, and I'm going to make enough for 4, so 2 cups here. And it's 1 to 2, so every 1 cup is 2 cups of water. So I'll let that boil here. Keep in mind, like when you're cooking your turkey and stuff and cooking your noodles, it is going to go in the oven and bake. So you don't want to overcook your noodles. You don't need to overcook the meat so that it's really dry, because it is going to go in the oven again. So that is for our noodle turkey dish that I was telling you about. And these are the noodles that I like to use. They're brown rice pasta, organic. I always call it the bunny pasta, tinkiata, kosher certified. Anyways, I get these, and I get like that same kind of pasta. I think they make these little bunny pastas with kids that are like macaroni and cheese kind of thing too. So you're gonna break those in half. These are the containers I was telling you. They're just like little silicone. Right, so you're going to line the pasta one direction and then the other direction, so it's like a crisscross, and then mix in your ricotta and your turkey in here and put them in there, and then put in your broccoli or whatever kind of veggie you want there, and then you're going to just bake them in the oven. So we'll see how that turns out in a few minutes. Okay, so here we are. We've got them, and you know what, you guys? They're only going to work in these size muffin tins. I'm not like the super savvy baker, so I don't actually know what size these are, but 6 large muffins. Okay, here we are, you guys. So I've got these ready to go, and you guys, you know what? They're only going to work in this size of container. So this is half a green, and a full red, and a full yellow. So maybe eat a couple pieces of cucumber after. So this is half of your red is the ground up turkey with ricotta. The yellow is your noodle. And then the green I put on the bottom with some broccoli. So these are going to be some perfect little pasta bites for in the afternoon, you know, or post-workout, whatever you're feeling like then. But just jam-packed with awesomeness. So I'm just gonna bake these in the oven now, see how they turn out. Okay, so lined up over here, I have all my jars of steel cut oats that I made, and I'll show you the brand again in case you missed that. They're Bob's Red Mill USDA organic oats. I honestly just get these at Costco. They're super easy, they're super quick to make. So you can see I just use these little jars because I find that they're really make things like simple to put everything in. So literally I used my yellow scoop in the oats and like no joke, just like scoop it in, and I use my red spatula, wherever that is over here in the pot. I just used this and kind of, you know, scooped it off into the bowl and then just kind of dumped it here in the jar. The wide mouth jars are obviously the better way to go, just because you're going to be dumping stuff in there. Also, note, I'll be right back. I have a jar stuffer. This works amazing if you have quinoa. My girlfriend Haley showed me this. It's called a jar stuffer, and you can get it in the canning section at any store that sells any of the jars or canning supplies. So literally, this works great when you make quinoa, big things of quinoa salad, because you just scoop out whatever it is you want and dump it through here, and it's like a little funnel, right? So it's wide enough and it's designed just for the jar, right? Just for canning purposes. Literally scoop your quinoa in there, scoop all your ingredients in, right? So it's like incredible. I just love it. For using oats and stuff like that, it's a little bit stickier, so it's really not going to be that helpful. So, you know, I didn't need it for that purpose, but I just wanted to show you that. It's like, I love all my little gadgets that make things easier. Literally, you're going to go with it's in our red containers, you can go with yogurt that's plain 2% or Greek yogurt plain 2% in the ways of your yogurt. So we're going to put this right on top here, just like that. And honestly, I'm going to leave it just like that and put the lid on it and put it in the fridge. And then if you want to mix it in the morning, awesome. I'm not a mixer, so that's why I'm going to leave it. I kind of like to pick around. And I have sensitivities to certain dairy products, so I have to make sure for me, it's a lot of like preservatives and things that are added into them. So I just have to make sure that I go organic if I use any dairy products. And probably like I'll have this, you know, I can do maybe like every other day or 2 days of having dairy like this. And then I have to take a couple days rest from having yogurt. It's just the way that my body is. It just doesn't absolutely love dairy. So, but it's so good, and I do. And it's in my meal plan, so going for it this week. I'm doing 2. So, red, yellow. And then if you want to add anything else into that, green, you're going to have to obviously eat your green separately. If you're in a category F, you're going to need, at this time, you're going to need an extra red. So if you want to go ahead and have an extra yogurt kind of thing, go for it. Or you can switch it up and move into maybe like, you know, a small salad. In addition to this, a small salad with maybe if you have leftover ground turkey or, you know, something like that, right? A salad with some sort of extra protein on it. So would be a great idea. So just have the egg cups in the oven. So I'm excited. Those will be done in 9 minutes. So excited to see those. Taste them. Okay, so here we go. I have our little yogurt parfaits all done here. And so I've just put the yogurt on top. So again, that is yellow, red. So I have all those done. So this will just go in the fridge. And then I have our little cups done here. And so those, again, were the noodle on the bottom, ground turkey with the ricotta cheese. And then in the bottom, I stuffed half a green of broccoli. So I'll turn you around and give you a quick glimpse of, I wonder. Oh, that just takes a picture. I'll turn around here so you can kind of see those there. So because my other muffin tins were smaller, they're not actually going to fit all of that in, and I want it to actually work for the program. So that's the whole point of it, right? So it's good to know the smaller ones aren't going to work. They have to be the little bit bigger ones. So now I'm going to just make some more of those. And voila, a food prep is going to be done for the most part of the things that I wanted to. And then I'm just going to ground up and cook some chicken, and then we'll be set for putting together our dinner. So that is what we got going on in the kitchen today. So if you guys have any questions, don't forget to message me, or you can shoot me an email at shannonwindsorfitness@gmail.com, or you can go check out my website at shannonwindsor.com. Bye, guys.